Hi, my name is Reverend Dale Brown. I get the pleasure of being one of the pastors here at Community Church at Ocean Pines, and I'm thankful to have this moment of devotion with you today. Paul writes the letter to the Philippians while in prison in Rome. And I've been reading through the Bible in a year, and folks, I'm not going to make it finish it, but reading through the Bible in this 1 year Bible that I really commend to you and I enjoy. And I notice in Philippians 4, Paul says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice." Have joy. Be filled with joy. Paul's writing this from prison, from Rome. Soon he will be beheaded and his life on this earth will end. And yet he has the nerve to tell us, rejoice in the Lord always. And again, I say rejoice. What's Paul's secret? A little farther down in this, there are 2 or 3 things he says I think are key. 1, he says, don't be anxious about anything, but in everything, every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, thankfulness, present your hearts, present your request to God. Paul writes this, and he tells us that we can rejoice if we come to God thankful, appreciative. Secondly, he says that whatever is noble or right or pure or lovely or admirable or excellent or praiseworthy, that we're to think about these things. Remember that old computer term, garbage in, garbage out? When we're thinking garbage, we're stuck there, but when we focus on the good that we can see and know, it makes all the difference. Think on the good stuff, those things that build us up rather than tear us or other people down. Thirdly, he says, I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. That's hard, isn't it? Whatever the circumstances, because it means that sometimes we're going to have a lot and sometimes we're going to have a little, and a lot of days we're going to have everything in between. I have learned to be content whatever the circumstances. And the Bible will also say that contentment with joy is great gain. That contentment is important. If we're always wanting, we're never filled with God's love and presence. And finally, that verse, Philippians 4:13, where he says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, who gives me the strength. It's not our strength, it's God's strength. It's imputed, given to us. And it's connected to the fact that we are to be dependent upon God. In my own strength, I fail an awful lot. Things don't always work out. My thinking is not always correct. And even my best laid plans go awry. But when I am dependent upon Christ, I can do all things. So today, rejoice. Be thankful. Think good stuff. Learn to be content. And know that we can do everything through Christ, who gives us the strength. Amen.